This time last year, you were doing live streams in your living room, bedroom.
In my bedroom.
In your bedroom.
Yeah, I was a bedroom DJ.
Fair play. And now you've just done a show in Paris, right? Last week.
Yes, I have.
Got one in Vienna coming up.
Yeah,
International all over the place. Have you found the transition between going from like live streaming, you know, kind of on your own in your room,
yeah,
to like playing shows in front of hundreds of people?
Well, I still haven't got used to it, playing from my bedroom to like crowds, even though whether there's like 50 people, 100 people, 1,000 people in the crowd, I still don't get to it. I still get nervous each and every time.
Yeah.
But specifically the shows abroad, it was great because it was different crowd, a different atmosphere, and the 2 shows abroad I played was for Metalhead, so I got to really dig deep, and as you know, I dig deep in my set. So yeah, it was great to be able to do that.
Fair play.
Yeah.
So you're sort of like a younger DJ, you're sort of coming up now, but you draw for like the older style stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Why? How has that come about? Like, why have you chosen, is this like a conscious thing, or you just like play the tunes that you like that just happen to be sort of from back in the day, or?
I think it is a conscious thing, because during the lockdown was when I really had the time to like do all my research and like kind of researching into what drum and bass actually is, and rather than looking at Spotify and SoundCloud, I went onto YouTube and I just kind of kept digging. Then I found like commercial suicide.
You can go down a rabbit hole, right?
Yeah, I literally went down a rabbit hole, and that's where I ended up. And I think the reason why I like that sound is because it came from like a certain time and place. That was when drum and bass first started out as well, and that's why I love it even more.
Okay.
It feels more real. It's like the rolling sound as well, but yeah.
Fair. Okay, yeah, we need to actually stamp some records. Right? We're here to work, yeah?
Yeah. My first ever actual back-to-back was at Primites.
Oh right, fair enough. Straight in there.
Yeah,
straight into
that was like my first official back-to-back, and it was a 3-way back-to-back actually.
Who did you play with?
With Ill Truth and Zorro, Bristol Heads, and I've never gone back-to-back with either of them, but see, that's good.
Yeah, nice. I'm a natural.
But yeah, that was like my first ever proper back-to-back, and it was really, really intense. I was the only one standing on a box, which was funny.
I remember that from back in the day. I used to have to stand on a little like box to like do some decks. Yeah,
but I was literally the only one standing on a box, so everyone just kept coming, like going up, going down, going up, going down. But yeah, that was my first back-to-back. I prefer playing solo, but maybe because I haven't found like someone that I really click with going back-to-back, because back-to-backs is easy. I've done it like, at Paris shows with my friends and stuff, but I think in a club scene and you want to really connect with that person, I haven't really found that person yet.
So you've started on your journey now, right?
Yes.
You've gone from, so you progressed from like the live stream into like, you've got like an agent and a manager, you're playing shows all over for like heads and stuff.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself 5 years, 20 years? What do you want to achieve out of this?
Well, most importantly, I'd like to, let's say 10 years, I'd like to look back and look at the lineups I was on and be happy with them, rather than playing shows for the sake of, I don't know, because they're paying me more, or because it's got a really big headliner. I just want to look back and see that I belong on those lineups, rather than just being like a token. That's like most important for me. But I think I just want to enjoy, I know this sounds cliche, but I just really want to enjoy my journey and just not let any politics get in the way, and just kind of like take each show as an experience. And each show is different for me, so it's very like just take each show as it comes. So what was the question?
Have you found it? Have you felt supported? Have you found it difficult? What have you found difficult? If you found it difficult, or?
I have found it difficult because there's a lot of, I'm sure there's a lot of politics when it comes to like females in the scene and everything like that. So it's been really hard, and I get there's loads of like keyboard warriors and stuff like that. So it's like those little things, and sometimes I feel like I'm not doing well enough in terms of like, why am I not getting booked at that festival when all my friends are on it and stuff. But at the end of the day, I just think you just have to push through it and you know, just because I didn't play Glastonbury this year doesn't mean I won't ever play Glastonbury.
I was going to say, you're at the start of your journey.
Yeah, you know, there's loads of artists that I know and I really look up to, and they've been in the game for like 20, 30 years and they might not have played Glastonbury yet, you know, so it's like, yeah, but I just think, it's been hard, but I am really just grafting every single day. I mean, I dropped out of uni for Christ's sake, so, you know, this is like my life now.
So you see this as like, this is your life's work now, you want to be in it for like 20, 30 years?
I do.
Yeah?
I want to do this, and I can see myself doing it, which is a good start. Like, I can see myself doing relatively well and being comfortable in music, and it's just being behind the decks is just my happy place. Like, that might sound really cringe to a lot of people, whoever's watching this, but
no, there'll be a lot of DJs watching this. I'm the same. I feel like, you know, relaxing comfort when you're doing it, you just feel so confident, you know, you do this, enjoy it.
But it is tough being like a girl in the scene, but pushing through it, and I hope that I do well. I don't know, you know.
What tips would you give people, or like, you know, like young women like yourself trying to break into it? Have you got any advice? Because you're going through it right now. Well,
as I said earlier, I am still really young, so I don't know how good my advice would be. But from my own experience,
you've still got experience.
Yeah, from my own experience, just ignore all the keyboard warriors. Ignore any hate. If you're happy with how your mix is, don't. You know, I've had a lot of times where I'm DJing and there's a guy standing behind me and the crowd's going mad, but he's just standing there behind me, like watching over me, and that's just ignore that, you know, and just push through it. And as long as you have vision,
that's still a thing.
It is.
It's depressing that people.
You'll never do that to someone like Goldie, maybe. Do you know what I mean? You're not standing behind Goldie watching him at his every action, like criticising him, you know. So it's like, why do you have to do that to like a female artist? But yeah, I just think push through it, ignore all the haters, and
focus on yourself.
Yeah, focus on yourself, and I think you know, people really need to think about where they want to be in 5, 10, 15 years time, and I want, you know, when you get to that stage, you look back and you're like, okay, I was happy to be on that lineup, I was happy I surrounded myself with these people, I'm happy I got to meet these people, went into that rave, just like make the most of it all. So yeah.
Any big ups? Anyone you want to shout out?
Well, I'd like to just big up my manager and my team and my agency and everyone else for just, you know, supporting me all the time. I don't think I could do it without anyone. Even coming here today, you know, like I don't care about like the money or views or this or that. It's more just about experiences and like, you know, people support me. And I want to big up Amma as well for hitting Unearthed sounds up.
Big up Amma.
Amma for hitting these guys up as well for getting me on the show. So, you know, it's just someone knows someone, so it's just great that I've got my supporters and family and friends. So yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm sure you're going to hear plenty more from Sabrina over the coming years. And yeah, enjoy the mix. Hope you enjoyed the chat.
Thank you for having me.
Peace.
You are now listening to the sounds of
Unearthed.